Do do do. Do 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 do. 1 second. Check my email. Nope. Nothing of note there. 1 second. Check my other emails. Nope. Nothing of note there. Hello. Good morning, everyone. A minor pet peeve. I don't know if it's anyone else's pet peeve, but Windows. If you're typing to search for something, like, I don't know, the word Stream Deck, so you can find the program on your PC, it is incredibly annoying if you misspell it or whatever, and then end up searching. So Microsoft will open its own browser so that you search for it on their own search platform. Just think about, obviously the reason for that is so that they can send traffic to their internet service provider. Sorry, their Internet Explorer, whatever it's called these days, Edge. But think about that just for a moment. You are typing to search for something on your PC. You have opened the prompt to search for something on the PC. If you were looking for it on the internet, wouldn't the first step have been to open up the browser? As in, just like the logic there. You won't, trying to be like, well, why would you search for it on... as in, you want something off the internet, like Amazon. Why would you search for it on your PC? It's weird. So all it means, it's a minor thing, but you just associate Microsoft Internet Explorer with, oh, for fuck's sake, and then close it. Because it's always the thing you see when you've made a mistake. Thank you, Wheelie Dan. Thank you, Grubenolm. Thank you, Warner. Anyway, welcome, folks. So I hope you're all okay. Sorry, my tongue still hurts. I keep noticing this. I'm not really speaking when I'm walking around the house. I keep trying to say flat. No, it's ingrained in me. I keep trying to say the word flat. Yeah. Hello, Lulu. Hi, sweet pea. Hi. Who's a little troublemaker? Yes, you are. Oh, you're warm. She's been sunbathing. Yeah, she's very warm. Woo. Her fur is very, very warm. She's been flopped on the back decking, lying in the sun, sunbathing. Yes, you're a good girl. And she's had all of her breakfast this morning, and she's had her painkillers. She's been a good girl. Yes, she's been a good girl. Right, so, before I do anything this morning, folks, please know that I'm working on Valheim bullshittery. Now, the bullshittery is bloody large. This is no small project of about 10 minutes. What I've done is I've taken 100 hours of the first live stream, so the first playthrough of Valheim, and I've cut together essentially an abridged playthrough more than a bullshittery. So attempting to keep the clips chronological, I've scattered them over the timeline with numbers so I can tell roughly whereabouts this happened in the game. And then repeatedly I'm bookending each scene with like a boss fight, you see. Nothing extensive, just a quick go in, we fight it, a few funny moments that that might have happened in the battle, and then skulls where we all toast to a trophy at the end. So the whole video is about 45 to 50 minutes in total, and I've reached, I think, about 22 minutes. I've just finished editing the third boss, Bone Mass. I'm now working through the mountains biome footage, and the funny moments that happen in the mountains biome, and I hope today I'll get through that and start editing the boss Mother, the dragon. So it's a bit of a slow and steady process. It's not moving that quickly, I'm afraid. So, yeah, but everything's going fine. Oh yeah, is that this weekend, Twitten? I am so glad I'm no longer there. Sorry, there's one thing that I do not miss about living in central Brighton. I was on the Pride route. So I used to live on the Brighton Pride route. Oh, it was awful. Like, more fool me for, picking a flat that was on the Pride route. And for the first couple, it was like, oh, the novelty. But, oh my god, the novelty wore thin. Like, really quickly, the novelty wore thin. I think having any sort of festival of any kind, just thousands and thousands of people outside your window got really... Because, like, the whole city basically shuts down. Yeah. Anyway. So, I'm glad that I'm moved away from that. Yeah. Also, people kept using the front, like, the flat's front area as a toilet. I'm not joking. They would crouch down behind the walls and just take a piss. It was awful. Yeah. Right, okay, hang on. So... Oh yeah, and they kept sneaking around the back for some reason, so phrasing on that. But, so if you imagine the, imagine a block of flats, but the front bit has tall walls which are concealed, so, which is why people were sneaking back there for a piss. But then behind, there was like a thin, narrow, it was like a driveway, essentially. And then there were a bunch of parked cars. And then there was like some greenery and stuff. And I kept seeing people go around the back. And obviously it makes me worried, because you'd be like, my car's back there, what's going on? And they'd go out there, and then a few minutes later, they'd come out, and nothing seemed weird. Like, you think, okay, maybe they're bumming or something. But no, it's not that. Like, sorry, I'm not saying that to be, like, weird. But legit, that was happening in other places in Brighton. There was, like, this green area that was notorious for it. Speaking to the other dog walkers, they had things that were a bit more raunchy going on in their what is it, their areas. Anyway, point is, they were going into the back, and I couldn't figure out what they were doing. And then I heard one of them. I heard the snippet of a conversation, and I can't remember exactly what it was. But I think they might have been taking whatever drugs they had on them before they got to the barrier, because like Pride had this barrier thing now with dogs. I don't know if that's is that a thing? Like, I don't know if... I don't know. It was weird that they were... I think they were doing something illegal, hidden from view. That's all they were doing. So it was strange. Yeah. Yeah, like smoking something? Or I don't know if the dogs can detect someone who's taken drugs. I don't know. Yeah. Hey, sweetie. You're showing your belly. Anyway. Oh god, yeah, Anne Lynn. Holy shit, sorry, the Brighton Pride, the security watching it over the years beef up. It was really quite, like, oh my god. Like, it got very, very, like, proper big barriers with security guards and dogs. Yeah, and like, there would also be these large sort of, I'm trying to find the right words for them, I don't know. You know, like, staging places for emergency services? And sometimes I would be overlooking one of those. Like, it would often change year on year. There would be this, like, flat open area, and then sometimes it would be paramedics. Sometimes it would be police, like lots and lots of police with their vans and stuff. And then one year, it was the parking spot for some of the actual people that were performing in the Pride music thing. So I remember looking out the window, and I didn't see anyone I recognised, but I was seeing these, like, crazily, like, flamboyantly dressed, I guess, like celebrities, but for Pride? Like, pulling up in their cars and using it as, like, a car park area. I don't know how things are organised. Yeah, it was strange. It was just, yeah. Anyway. Sorry, I got distracted there, just talking about Central Brighton. Yeah. Anyway, so I'm just going to play a bit of this. So yeah, sorry, working on Valheim bullshittery, going fine. It's just a bit big. Here in Captain of Industry, I'm having some deadlock issues. My settlement here is getting basically locked down with serious problems. I had a deadlock issue where the kilns over here, a couple of streams ago, were not producing enough concrete to keep the show going. Then I had a problem where I was learning how the conveyor belts were working and was getting deadlocked by making the tier 2 of the construction components. Then the coal, which I managed to solve by expanding operations. Now my existing deadlock consists of rubber over here. These are the rubber facilities. And oil. We lack the people, but we also have low food and we have a homelessness problem. I'm trying to research how to, get better housing. It's only on 13% though. Maybe it's faster if I just build... Oh, freshwater shortage, disease risk. Oh, shit. Wait, do they need to be supplied with water then? We do have water. Water, what's that? Potatoes in. Does fresh water get pumped in somewhere? What's that, sorry? So that's their growth, that's their food. That's waste out. Okay. So what's that, sorry? So I really should stop and do some reading, really. Services. Okay, food. Unity generation. Water. Okay. Carbs, protein, vitamins, treats. Okay. There's a separate building for water in. A separate building for water in. Let's have a look. Buildings, waste management, housing. Water facility. Provides fresh water to the attached settlement and returns wastewater that needs to be disposed of. Providing fresh water to a settlement generates extra unity and reduces health risks. Okay? It will cost me 40 of the tier 2 construction things, which I don't have. Because I need circuits, but we can't do that because we don't have rubber. So yeah, we're going to get deadlocked again if we're not careful. Okay, so that's something we need to do. First things first, I just need people. Urgently. So, let's get another crop field over here. Okay, so what am I doing? So we're going to go to food production. Probably not the best choice right now. I just need food and sleeping areas, essentially. So put that down there. And then here, buildings, housing. Okay, put down another one here. Right. And then we need to reopen. Yeah, we need more people. So, yeah. So, active progress gets reset. Okay. New refugees incoming. Not enough workers. I know. Okay. But no, I hope everyone's okay. Yeah, I must admit, it's a bit awkward today because I woke up at around, I think it was about 4:45, I think, this morning. And I was a bit thirsty and I was a bit restless, so I just decided to wake up and get on with work. So I've been working since around, say, like 5:15. And then it got to around about an hour ago. And I was like, oh my god, I'm feeling it now. I was sitting at my desk just working away on Valheim. So I thought, fuck it, just take a quick power nap before the stream. So I did. No, not sure, SD Pepper. Just woke up and just needed a drink and just didn't fancy going back to bed. Okay. Right, so just trying to make sure that we don't get deadlocked on resources again. Low food supply. Yeah, we need to try and fix that. So we're going to have, we're going to have potatoes, and we're going to have, rotate between potatoes and then fallow, or manure, or whatever. Here we go. So what's going on here? So let me just pause it. So growing, so we're in phase 2. Water plus green manure. I think that's just a meta stat. I don't think that's an actual item. Fertility. So what's going on? Soil fertility, 80%. Is it going up? Natural replenishment. It could just be the natural replenishment. Maybe? So is there an input for water? Because I've got a big water pipe literally running alongside the farm here, coming from groundwater. I don't see a water pipe. And those are units outputs, aren't they? I see. I need to upgrade it first, apparently. Okay, I need to upgrade it. I don't know if we have that technology. Okay. So what do we need? We need 80 construct... Yeah, we can do that. We've got plenty of construction components to upgrade this. So can I spend a bit of Unity to get it done quickly? Hang on a minute. So those are my build objectives. Messages. Low diesel. Is there a way to clear out all messages? Just click them. Can access all of these tutorials in this menu here if I need them. Okay, what's this? Not enough housing. Settlement is overcrowded. Pickup is struggling to find the destination it can reach. What's the problem here? What are you trying to achieve? I see. You're trying to go here. I've hemmed this in accidentally. Okay. So they're trying to... I think probably... Yeah, they're trying to pick up the slag. That was it. So yeah, we're trying to pump out the metal slag from this copper production line, take it here, and then dump it elsewhere. Thank you, Arundel. Thank you very much, Arundel. Okay. Yeah, so we're struggling to even do the research because of lack of unity. All right. And looks like we're going to start taking a bit of a maintenance hit because we lack the rubber to make those greens, make the circuits. One moment then, please. So let me just have a quick looky. How does Juan... Is it F2? Okay. Maintenance. Maintenance is a crucial global resource required by vehicles and buildings to stay operational. Without it, they will break down and stop working. The maintenance level of each entity is shown at the top of the window of its window 1. You can hover over it for more details. In an emergency, broken entities can be instantly repaired using Unity. So where is it? So it's up here, is it? No, it's clicking on the building. So there. Right. In order to produce maintenance, you need to build a maintenance depot base. Oh look, there's even pictured examples of conveyor belts. I see. So people put them side by side like that, do they? Okay. Alright. So you can see the current maintenance amount on the right side of the screen. You can also see the maintenance production and consumption over time in the statistics screen. Okay. So let me just do a quick cheeky copy of that then. Maybe just take a bit of inspiration. So, the maintenance depot would like mechanical parts and electronics. Okay? So, I go to storage, unit storage, output on either side, hold shift. Okay, we're still in planning mode, so I haven't confirmed yet. And then flat conveyors, because they're simple units, straight in, like so. And then specify that this one is to please make this mechanical parts and make sure the trucks keep full to around, say, half. With truck priority of, say, 8, slightly higher. And then same dealio over here. So electronics with a priority of around half. With a priority of around 8. Okay. Hi there, Shiro Taki. Thank you, Arundel. Thank you, Old Rip Dan Winkle, Gajurden Burger, and Wheelie Dan, and Grubennolm. Thank you, all of you, and welcome. Sorry, one moment. I just need to wet the whistle. Okay, one moment. Let me just have a quick read of this. So surplus power... Oh, I see. I can specify only surplus power. No override set. Global filter. What's that? Sorry. Restrict which truck groups can access the storage. Oh, I can set the trucks to groups, can I? Yes, wet the whistle. Have a drink. Hydrate. Okay, output... So, what? Yeah, these bars. Output to belt/pipes only if above a certain amount. Okay? Green is trucks will keep full if under a certain amount. Okay, so yellow is what? Receive from belts, pipes if below this amount. Okay. Trucks keep empty... trucks keep empty if above this. Import routes. No routes assigned. I see, and then I can assign trucks if I want to. So dedicated trucks. Alright. Is that not a common phrase where you're from, Jinx? Wet the whistle? It's pretty common in the United Kingdom. Right. Right then, so what about any idle trucks? Hang on. So displays the number of owned vehicles and the global vehicle limit, 52 out of 110. Well, we're struggling to even keep the ones that we have maintained. Okay, so no Unity, so we're not doing anything on that front. Okay, can I increase the priority for construction here? So this building here, make this maximum priority. We've got a huge homelessness problem of minus 40 homes. No, minus 27. And minus 40 workers, so... refugees coming in 6 months. Alright. Pickup is struggling to find... Yeah, so this is going to be a problem until we've built this. Well, then I see they can't even reach it to build it. My mistake. So to do that, we need to poke a couple of holes, don't we? Do you think they can drive onto that? I don't know, but what we'll do for now is we'll just remove that, and you can always put them back. Remove that, and have them... There we go. Easy peasy. Alright. Yeah, everything's going to be shut down without workers, unfortunately. Can I slightly increase the priority for people working there? So 5 workers, set recipe, increase priority to 5. Does that help? It does. So at least we're getting some copper. Alright. Do you think they can drive through there, or will they struggle? I guess we'll find out in a moment. Yeah, I'm enjoying it, Tovek. It's another Factorio-like, which is distinct enough from Factorio that it doesn't make me bounce and go play Factorio again. It also has quite a... So, sorry, for those joining wondering whether they should get it, it's very Factorio meets Settlers / Tropico, in that, yes, you have conveyor belts and buildings and shit, but you also have individual settlers running around doing errands sort of free of conveyor belts, and a sort of top-down sort of command view of it, like Settlers or Tropico. Of course, I wonder if it becomes more and more conveyor belts and rails later, but at least at the beginning, Settlers / Tropico with a bit of Factorio. I'm also enjoying how it's got that thing that I crave in this style of game, which is attention to detail with individual items. It's not just, here is a box with a different texture on it that's being driven around because we, the developer, are lazy. You can see that that's logs, obviously, being put in a storeroom, which has logs, which you see a pile of them. That's coal, obviously. Look, you can even see that some of them get filled with, look, that's half coal, half dirt. It even represents it in the texture. That's kind of cool. I like that little attention to detail. It's where, in my opinion, the soul of this type of game is. It's all well and good zooming out here for your big logistics game, but once you're zoomed out to this level, you're already so engaged with the game that it doesn't matter anymore. As in, don't focus on the big picture. Well, yes, obviously you should focus on a big picture in the logistics game, but your first step is the little interactions, the little resources. Yeah. So, you can see, I'm enjoying this. I like seeing the individual... Okay, now it goes to the sorting plant, where rock and dirt and, what is the other one? Coal is getting sorted into its own distinct conveyor belts, and you can see it. There's the coal going into here, into these buckets, so I can send it elsewhere. In addition, the game is featuring this terraforming system, where resources are being dumped, making hills, and other areas are being flattened. I'm literally cutting into this cliff and making this fake pile, so I can hopefully avoid this stupid long run around the side here. I did have a load of excavators on it previously, but they're quite difficult to run. Yes, so how do you do roads, Tovek? Yeah. Is it just literally paving it down with concrete? Because that doesn't look like a road to me. How much concrete do we have? Not a vast amount, that's the trouble. We should probably expand... Yeah, I did unlock advanced concrete making, so maybe we should look to expand this a bit. We should probably move these fields into like a more dedicated thing. Like here, maybe. We need to solve the homelessness problem first. Okay, 18 refugees are on their way. The roads are pretty basic. Devs only added it because players kept asking. Strange that. What with the desire paths, you think that it would make sense to naturally pave over the desire paths? But yeah. Okay, right. So, yeah, we need to get this... so get the rubber plants operational again, because no rubber, everything's shut down. Because we need the rubber to make the circuits, and we need the circuits to make the tier 2 construction components. And the maintenance. So we got 24% maintenance again, and everything's going to start breaking down. Oh, shit. I didn't actually confirm. Shit, I didn't confirm. That's why we're waiting on that. Whoopsie doopsie, that's my fault. I'm dumb. Let's take us out of planning mode. That was a big hiccup on my part, wasn't it? Is that also confirmed? My bad, so I planned it, but they weren't doing anything with that. Right. Yeah, the food one in particular needs to get sorted quickly. New refugees have arrived. 18 refugees have joined the island. Good job, Beacon. Good job, Inanimate Light. Okay. You have problems at the coal mine. So loading cargo, waiting for truck. Is that no fuel? Are you stuck? You might be stuck. Can I recover that vehicle? I think it might be stuck. Okay, the coal's progressing though. It's getting filtered here, plenty. Salt says, one thing to understand about the game is that death spirals are real. I've had to restart countless times. Yeah, it seems so. It seems you can get locked down pretty easily, so I need to try and stay on this and keep saving periodically. Okay. So free housing minus 45. Yeah, minus 39 workers. Didn't even put a dent in. The beacon doesn't have enough unity. Fuck. Yeah, we need to generate unity. There was a mistake recovering that vehicle. Okay. So is there a way to population growth? We need to get water to the settlements soon. More food, more water. Okay, increase priority on this. Also top priority, but not as big. Yeah, more food quickly. Alright. Stop the science for a period of time. Oh, really? Is that a thing that one can do? Pause it. Unity generation. I see. Is it? Am I spending unity doing that every time? Shit. My power's fluctuating. Why? Power should not be fluctuating. Demand 2.7 consumption. Looks like we need another diesel generator. Okay, get another diesel generator. Alright. Pipes. Transport pipe. There we go. Boop. Lovely. That's good. It's all good. They're all running. Oh, thank you, Thiefy. The science lab is spending 0.25 unity. Alright. Yeah, we need to keep that beacon going. There we go. 18 refugees in less than 11 months. Oh, good. We're in the positive now for number of workers and housing. Okay. So freshwater shortage. There's a disease risk. We can fix that. Get the food. Good. Farm is now going. Right. Okay. So, crude oil, water extraction. What am I looking at? Housing, right? So, water facility. Provides fresh water to the attached settlement and returns wastewater that needs to be disposed of. Providing fresh water to a settlement generates extra unity and reduces health risks. Let's place it here and then bring the fresh water over from the groundwater thing. So, stick it there, please. And then make sure that the pipe is elevated so we don't cause issues. But it needs to come from here. It might have to be a bit of a temporary pipe. Hang on. So water. Transport pipes. Okay, press E to elevate the pipe, please. Cannot join. What did it say there? If not flat. Oh, I see. It's the bendy bit. Can we go this way? No. Yes. Okay, make sure it's up high. Like that. Alright. This way, please. And down to the settlement. And then the wastewater, the poop water, just put it straight into the ocean. For now. Why not attach it to the tank output? Tank output? What do you mean, sorry? Oh, there? That's for the kiln stuff. Surely I should keep that separate? Maybe it's a good point, actually. No, actually, let's keep it separate, assuming that I'm going to rip all that down. Put a fluid storage here instead. In, then out. And don't interrupt the thing. Hang on. Can I stick it there, or is it not going to let me? Stick it there, and then we'll redirect it. Okay. And then as for the wastewater, we'll be pumping that directly into there. Transport pipe, poop water, here. No? Oh. My bad. Can I flip it around, please? Boop. Nope. go. And then pump the poop water. Again, just raise it up a little bit so any trucks can get through. Over into the ocean. Thank you. So let's go to fluids. Liquid dump. It's a bit gross, but until we have like water treatment, I assume there's water treatment. Just going to have to go straight into the ocean. I'm sure some fish will love it, right? Fish eat poop, right? Alright. Thank you, Ahmet Gogaby. Thank you very much there, Ahmet. Thank you. Good, good. Carry on. Okay, we're still very low on food. Keep trying to grow more potatoes. Yeah. Good. Okay, what's that? Low electricity, so sort out that, please. Increase priority. How did we do with the copper belt over here? Did it get sorted? No, not yet. What do they need? They're waiting for those advanced components. The advanced construction components here. They're being worked on, but they need the green circuits. The green circuits are being manufactured here. Which, yeah, we need to conveyor belt this shit. So rubber, copper makes circuits. Okay. And the rubber's... Okay, yeah, so it's a bit of a catch-22 here, isn't it? We need to get that... Yeah, we need to get these conveyor belts finished. So all of that has to be top priority. Urgent priority, these conveyor belts for the rubber. That's not hooked up yet, on purpose, so that we can get the trucks over there. Alright. But yeah, no, I hope everyone's okay. For those passing through the stream, please know that I'm working on Valheim bullshittery. What's that? That's water. It's going fine. Yeah, so today, well, all of this week really, it's just me cutting it together in Adobe Premiere. Haven't done any After Effects work whatsoever. The length of this bullshittery is concerning me. It's concerning me enough that I might, well, not really for the first time, because I've had help aplenty with bullshitteries, but it's mostly been with artwork or music and stuff, things that I cannot do. So artists have been very kind over the years to provide little bits of artwork. Bavon has done a bunch of music, sometimes voice work, sometimes even acting when it comes to, for example, the accountancy footage in Helldivers bullshittery. That was Mad John, one of the viewers here. So over the years, I've had, yeah, it hasn't been an entirely solo show, but the length of this particular bullshittery, oh, sorry, in the D&D bullshittery, of course, I've tried to have help with animators, because I've tried to have, well, I've not only paid an animator to work on like a hand-animated segment as a joke. A lady called B, very nice lady, but she helped me like do like a hand-animated bit. The joke is that all of a sudden the music swells and the animation gets good, like randomly, while all the animation, the rest of the animation looks basic. Because Cyanide does something heroic, so suddenly he's hand-animated and hair flowing and looks amazing. Anyway, so the point that I'm trying to reach is it might be worth considering, at least for this bullshittery, maybe getting some grunt work help with the keyframing. Maybe. Because it is a biggie. And if I sit there, it's going to take me like a week for every 5 minutes, and it's like 45 to 50 minutes. Oh my god. Trouble is, that would be one hell of a change in my workflow. It'd be very difficult, actually. We'll see. It could also be quite expensive. Yeah. But what I mean by that is that if I were to set up some Adobe After Effects compositions with the text and the little squares, essentially just give it to I suppose I'm doing the AI thing, but, you know, actually Indians. You know that joke where AI initially was just going to a call center in, like, India or whatever, and they were doing it instead? That sort of a situation where instead of trying to manually do all of it or track it, just have someone manually sit there and just, you know, race through it. That sort of stuff. Is it, sorry, actually Indian? Is that... Yeah, there was a joke where, like, a whole bunch of companies, their AI was actually just, you know, outsourced to India. Okay. Liquid dump has no recipe selected. Oh. It's poop. What more do you need? Turn. Oh, what's that? Oh, I see. Dump water. Ah. There we go. Dump the poop. Well, here's the the dirty part out loud, Don, is that who was it? I think it was actually Total Biscuit that pointed this out. That one of the advantages of being a YouTuber is that is it overhead? Your expenses are very low. That's one of the cool, scrappy things about it, is the fact that you're just a guy or a girl. That's it. It's just you and some licensed software and a microphone. There's really not that much to it. But the problem is, if the option to expand has always existed, but then the uncomfortable question appears of, okay, how are you going to pay for that? Salaries need to get paid. And that's when the uncomfortable creep of, okay, well, you need to increase your revenue. Well, how do you increase your revenue? Sponsorships, advertising, all the stuff that YouTubers do. And that's definitely a road I don't want to tread. I really don't want to tread. Not like going into that for the sake of like humble bragging. I hate it. I just fucking hate that. I can't stand that. Because then you've got this awful like exterior pressure on you. It isn't just creating. It's you got to make enough money to just to keep existing. And then you get caught in that red letter media. Not red letter media. Fucking Rooster Teeth. In that Rooster Teeth problem. Where, oh God, what do we do? We have like 75 people on payroll. Okay. I see lots of diggers sitting about. What are they doing? Waiting for trucks. Do you just... No, they think they're fine. How's... okay, no, we've got loads of coal. We're fine. It just would be nice to see these completely full. Yes, to each their own, Grappadura, but I just don't... I've always hated it. I've always just hated it. I don't think I could live with it. As in, fucking the advertising shit. I fucking hate it. Oh look, all the trees are gone now. Okay, we don't need that anymore, do we? Get the resources back from that rainwater collector. Okay. It says no labs available. Did I upgrade to the next tier of lab? No, I did not. I did not do that yet. Here we go. What's that? New refugees have arrived. Wonderful. So 18 people have joined. Hooray. Okay, so how are we doing? So we have 18 workers available. Let's pause the incoming beacon. Okay. Health is dropping. Yeah, I know, Jinx. I know that there are nuances for everybody, but I can't. It's just not in me. It's just not in me. Like the moment I would start parroting going, hey, don't forget to check out, and then insert something. Yeah. Okay, do we need these? What are these full of? Wood and just loose storage coal. I think we've got some other wood storage somewhere else, don't we? There's some wood storage. Remove these. This is going to be... Yeah, we're going to dig through this for coal anyway. Puffy says, there was a Twitch streamer that I watched, normally serious and mature, wanted to advertise only things he liked, and the only thing he liked was called... Was that Gamer Girl Thighs? What was that? Did I just read? Yes, welcome to SovietWomble stream, sponsored only by images of 1999's The Mummy era Rachel Weisz. Is it 1999? When was The Mummy released? Hang on. Okay, break that down. Get there, build that. Yes, I'm a man of very specific tastes. 1999 era Rachel Weisz and Underworld era Kate Beckinsale. If I'm building a time machine, it will be specifically to visit those two eras and date those ladies to make incredibly English babies. That will be my goal. No evil world domination plan. Just, you know, the horny. Alright. Well, 1 second. Getting comfortable. Okay. Okay, so the iron... Good. Yeah, we're backed up on iron. Okay, yeah, so we don't have too much of a back... Yeah, good. So the Tier 2 construction components are underway now. So, let me quickly get the circuits done and then go have a look at that concrete thing. The advanced concrete thing. So, assemblies... So, rubber and copper in. And then, is there an input here that I left? I did. Circuits. Oh, no, hang on. Did I already do it? Oh, wonderful. I've already done it. Marvellous. So remove these. Okay, lovely. I've already done it over there. And then remove these. Okay. So what was it we unlocked regarding the concrete? So what was that exactly? Do I have a mission for it? Fuel station. Water for the settlement. Build a water facility. That's underway. Repair the shipyard and set sail. Oh my god, load crew. We do have some spare crew. Set sail, how strange. Okay. So, hang on. Concrete mixer, assembly 2. Right. Rotary kiln? What's this? Concrete mixer, crusher. What does that make? It makes concrete. Okay. So, the kilns. I guess we start with the concrete mixer? Hang on. Can I scroll down on their recipes? How does one do that? What's that? Oh, lab equipment. Oh, look at that. Okay. Oh, hang on. Sorry. Now that we've got the Unity again, let's resume the research while I'm faffing around with this. Unpause. There we go. Okay. So, blast furnace, metal caster, crusher. What's that? Crushes ores into a more fine-grained material so they can be used in advanced processing. So what's that? Rock becomes gravel. Okay. Different recipes, only one at a time? Hang on. I see. So quartz is crushed into sand. Quartz to quartz crushed. Alright, so it needs 2 of them maybe? Gravel becomes manufactured sand. Rock becomes gravel. Slag becomes slag crushed. Okay. Cool. So that's a crusher. Alright. Food production, power production, crude oil. Sorry, where was it? Was it under production? I think it was, yes. So concrete mixer. So cement plus sand plus slag crushed plus water. Jesus. Concrete slabs. Okay, these are different ways to make concrete slabs. Requires power, though. Okay. So cement, sand. What's that? Manufactured sand. Okay. So where am I getting... So where's the cement coming from? Rotary kiln. There we go. So rotary. So to get the. So let's start with the cement. So limestone plus coal every 60 seconds produces cement and pollution. Okay, we'll start there then, and then build some. Oh, okay. And then I need to decide what resource I'm crushing. So I'm guessing slag from the metalworks. So does it necessarily need to be next to the limestone plant? Maybe. We may as well for now. We could do with moving these fields. A bit awkward. We just built them. Okay. Let's do that first. Sorry, let's move the fields. Very awkward. We're low on food as well. Yeah, sorry. I need the space, don't I? Here, we're gonna build advanced everything. Okay. Big Benzie says, a little tip, you can click on items to open the cookbook to get a better overview of what's possible. I think it was, yeah, right click, wasn't it? Here, I think? Hang on. First things first, let's move the food production into, so hang on. Move it a little bit further afield, somewhere out of the way. Further afield. Yeah, move them over here. Oh, terrain too high? No. Awkward. Maybe we need to dot them around a bit then. Okay, maybe I'll just squeeze it in. We'll just try squeezing it in. Right, so here... Let's start with a... crusher... No, what was I after? Sorry. It was a concrete mixer. No, rotary kiln. Fuck me. Rotary kiln. Okay. So put this here. So cement out, limestone in. Right. Put them here. We'll put 2 of them side by side. So 1, 2. Fuck it. Do 3. Right. Then loose storage in. Do it laterally. So this way. It's going to be in the way, isn't it? Oh no. It's a problem. I do need the space. Put us back into planning mode. No, we need to... Yeah, we do need to get rid of this. Fuck me. Okay. Move this over here, then we'll have to cut down the trees. Terrain too high. I need to level it. There. Stick that there. Stick that here. Terrain too low. Okay, just do 1. Move that there. Make that urgent priority. And then when it's done, we'll remove this one. And then that'll give me space to build here. Okay. Tricky, 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 tricky. What if I were to level this? I can't remove it yet. Why can't I remove it yet? I don't have enough food, yeah. Okay. Yes, the people are running out of food, sire. Yes. What's this here? The vehicle depot. Can we just move that? This would be viable, wouldn't it? It's flat-ish. We don't need this mine control tower here anymore since we've gotten rid of that dumping site. Remove that mine control tower. Mine control, not mind control. There we go. Can we squeeze that in here? We can if we move the depot. Move the depot, please. Stick it over here. In it. There we go. Remove that. Confirm. Plan. Confirm. Yeah. Confirm. Did I confirm it? Alright. Build this water control facility. What do we require? So we require 40 construction parts tier 2, which is being worked on here. Lovely jubbly. So yeah, I hope everyone's having a lovely morning. Yeah, so a bit weird on my sleep schedule at the minute. I was up quite early in the morning. I went to bed about midnight last night. I was watching more Severance, Season 1. It's so good. It's so good. Again, I'll do a big talk on stream about it, just like I did with Andor. I'm making lots of notes about, like, bits to take. Did I get promoted at any point? Am I able to become the Major of Industry? I think right now I'm the Corporal of Industry. Or I suppose, what's the naval equivalent of a Corporal? Because I assume that's what... Are we the captain of a boat? I'm like able seaman of industry. Yes. Ship's mate of industry. Sorry, while we're on the topic, Captain of Industry. That is a pretty good name. That is a pretty good name that quickly summarizes, okay, industry. So we're going to be, what? So it's something involving industry? Bam, there you go. Fairly good name. On the other side of the coin, Rising Storm Vietnam's developers decided to call their follow-up shooter game, which is set in a situation where the Cold War went hot, as 83. 83! That's the name of their game. The fuck does that mean? Rubbish. Absolute rubbish. I'm not saying that it should be like the Japanese thing, where you need like a whole sentence for your title. But it's like, come on. Yeah, sorry, while we're on that, Expedition 33, also terrible. Don't make your title some in-universe Like, you need something quick and snappy. First impressions. I don't know, maybe this is old man ranting at cloud thing. But 83 is an awful name. Alright. Jinx says it's a fucking good name. It's awful. It's terrible. Okay, here we go. Waiting for products. So that's water input, yes? Oh, of course. Did I disconnect it from the pipe? So what's that? That's water in, and this needs to be wastewater out. Right? So is water flowing down the pipe? It's cool that you can actually look through the little... You can actually see... Okay, it's not actually hooked up. My bad. Okay. So... fuck it. We'll attach it to the thing in the end. So transport pipes, and then we'll just remove... Hang on. Delete, sorry. Just do it individually. Can I drag and drop? No, it doesn't matter right now. Just do that. Right. Okay, then please attach it to... There we go. Pipe from here. There? Does that connect, or does it need a connector? And pipe, pipe, pipe. Alright. And go up, if you please. Right. Alright, sweet. Okay, so we got a bit of room here. Can I put down another farm to free up land for the cement creation thing? So food production farm. I can. Wonderful. And is this still a dumping location? I think it is, isn't it? But I think it's only not dumping because they've achieved the correct height. So go to terraforming, go to dumping designation, and select control to remove the dumping designation. Alright. Hang on, am I going to be blocking things if I did this? Maybe don't do that. Cut it and move it, squidge it as far against the hill as we can. And then confirm. P, confirm. Ta-da! Right. Confirm. Lovely. Sided core says, my kitten likes the game, or thinks she likes it, with all the little things moving on the screen. Hang on, I'll zoom right in and go... Move the mouse in such a way that the kitten maybe looks at the mouse. Hey. Right. Okay, so workers. So we need more workers. So let's let more workers in. Alright. Good. A field has been created. Good. Carry on. Then we'll get ready to remove this one once we get just a few more meals. There we go. That seems like a really bizarre way to build a field. But okay. Alright. Not necessarily true, Puffy. It's not that ZF made a private server for the culling. It's more that a fan, coincidentally, one of my... the gentleman that made... So, Grovespaz, the gentleman that made The Closet, the archive website that hosts my live streams below, he had a project on the side. He was trying to create a private server of the culling and invited me and my friends to play on it. That's what happened. So it's publicly available. It's open source, so he's posted it up on the culling subreddit, so anyone can play on it. Well, anyone can play on it so long as you have the culling. It's still on your Steam library. If you bought it back in the day, you need only download it and just point it towards the private servers. Easy peasy. If you wish to play the culling, having not purchased it previously, there are ways, but I can't talk about them because that would be illegal. Nevertheless, there are ways. I will let you find your own path to it, though, because obviously, you know. It is dead cheeky that, it died and disappeared, and obviously if you got it on the Steam library, what, no private server? You can't even locally host? Rubbish. Actually, hang on, I don't know if that's true. I do remember seeing a join option. Was there a host option as well? I can't remember. Right. Okay. Big storm, lots of rain. Rain collectors, not that we have any right now. We'll get full of rain. Hang on a minute. We might need to monitor the groundwater to make sure we don't deplete it. I think it does get replenished in the rain. Is that true? Do we see these changing at all? Not that I can see. Why would they remove the culling? The game was so good. So the game had a bit of a death spiral problem that was accentuated by 3 factors that I would personally identify that I've listed before. The first was intense competition from other battle royales as the time went on, which resulted in the population... Again, to clarify, you do need an active, large population with a matchmaking game like a battle royale to make it viable. But they face stiff competition from other battle royales on the rise, offering their own twist on it. Secondly, they had structural issues with their gameplay that were very difficult to fix. Things that cause issues on the fun front, which are very, very hard to solve. And the third problem is that the developer was just frankly incompetent. Or rather, the leadership was schizophrenic, making incredibly weird design decisions every other major patch, which massively accentuated the death spiral of the culling. And the thing was dead on arrival. Yeah, sorry, their sequel was dead on arrival, but that's not the original culling. Yeah. They had severe challenges, which I wouldn't really envy any developer when it comes to that. Okay. Right, so we managed to get this... Yeah, so rotary kilns are built. How are we doing on food? Okay, I'm going to take the plunge. Let's remove this field then and start planning the the improved cement manufacturing. Yes, the game changes after launch, Golden Bin says, really killed it. I wouldn't necessarily say killed it, but they were a major blow. I'm going to say something that is an opinion. Essentially, once you have released your game into early access, that is your launch. You don't get to faff around with the major mechanics. You can, there's nothing stopping you, but you should stop and reconsider. Because essentially you've set the player's expectations, you've set the anchor of expectations, and the further you deviate from it with changes, even well-intentioned changes, you're fighting your own audience. If your mechanics are not ready for when you hit early access launch, then you shouldn't be hitting early access launch. You should hold off. You should be, your gameplay loop needs to be set and ready and good. Because, yeah, early access is your launch. If you're a developer, you have to understand that. That is your launch. Baby steps after that point. I think I kind of wonder if perhaps... Obviously, everyone's just going to say, well, it's money. Early access, the sooner we get it out, the more money that we got to run the studio. I wonder if it's also a little bit of, this whole sort of... at the time, I don't want to just yell the word agile into the sky like every other person in 2013, but there was always this sort of skateboard prototype mindset where it's like, okay, get this thing out in front of the audience and then we'll have some live testing data and we can adapt the product based on live testing data, etc., etc. I don't think that works for many video games. Sure, it might work with a set number of very active individual clients and stakeholders, but I think when you've got customers in the millions all screaming different things, A, you can't keep everyone happy, and B, how are you supposed to sift through that to find what you want? Fuck. What was the skateboard logic? Apologies, I've done it a billion times, but the skateboard logic is an experiment. Well, it's not a thought experiment, it's a training thing when it comes to developing a piece of software, which is the skateboard. So let's say, for example, your client... So I'm going to pause it while I walk around about this. Your client comes to you with a problem. The problem is they want to get from A to B. Let's say A is their home and B is a university or something. That's the problem that you're trying to solve. And they're saying, can you give me a way to do that? And they could just go to a car dealership and buy a car, but they want something custom. They want something custom made. So they've come to you and they've said, I would like to get to my university from my house. What do I do? Now, a developer might give them a bicycle or something and be like, try this, and then start editing. But what you really need to do is you give them a bus ticket. You give them a bus ticket, and they're like, I don't want a bus ticket. What do you? No, and you're like, trust me. You sort of explain the process. They go from A to B with this bus ticket, and while they're doing that, you're collecting their requirements. You're collecting their actual use cases. I mean, obviously this doesn't really matter when it comes to video games. I'm talking more like software. But anyway, you're collecting use cases with live data. And you're like, okay, they go from... like you're listening to the client. Yes, I was on the bus, but it's all too crowded. Okay, first required. So you want something solo. Right, so... give them a skateboard. Okay, so they're riding the skateboard. Yeah, it's nice. Wind in their face. It's nice, but I keep falling off it. Okay, we give them some handlebars. Okay, so now they've got a scooter. Okay, so they're using the scooter to go back and forth, and then, I don't know, maybe they're getting the wind and the rain in their face, and they don't like it. Okay, so we'll enclose it in a little bubble. We'll give them a little seat, and also they don't like pushing it. Okay, we'll give them a little electric engine. Okay, you're starting to build the shape of a motorbike, essentially, or like a small pod car. So essentially, through iterative process, the skateboard experiment is where you're constantly gathering live data from someone who is actually using the app. An excellent example of this working very well, I can't remember which police service it was. There was a police service that, rather than implement a piece of... imagine a piece... You know how police sit in their police cars with the little... with the computers that they type up their crime reports or whatever when they have an incident? Instead of sitting down and coming up with a billion different crimes and all the inputs, they just had a single tiny piece of software for one specific thing. And in doing so, the police, when they encountered that crime, would fill in the data, fill in the ticket, and of course, you were getting live feedback as they were doing it. Okay, we need this field, we need this data. And as a result, you were onboarding the customer with it and getting them engaged, which is an important part of the process. Sorry, I'm doing a fucking rant. Anyway, I'm reaching the most important part. The reason why you do all of this is that all of a sudden, the customer is going to their university and they discover, oh, I can use my little pod with its 2 wheels and its scooter handles and its engine to navigate between the tight, winding buildings of the university to get exactly where I need to go. You wouldn't have thought of that. If you had bought a car, if they had bought a car, it would have never reached the destination. There was a blocker, there was a limitation, there was a problem that you would not have seen because you are not psychic. The client is not psychic. Half the time, the client doesn't even know what they fucking want. But in doing this process of iteratively building up a custom piece of software by having a live user who is actually using it from the word go, from the bus ticket, you have managed to navigate around limitations that you didn't even know existed with an engaged client who ends up happy with what they've got, and you're able to adapt to their needs over time. That is the skateboard. Yes, it's it's one of the sort of like stories of the fundamentals of agile development. Sorry, I know I went off. It's probably boring, but it's one of the... So the skateboard experiment, where you build up a piece of software with an engaged client who is using it from the word go. And in doing so, you're able to make something custom and spot limitations that you would have never have seen had you just gone straight in for maximum planning from day one. Sorry, am I giving PTSD to all of the all of the agile? Sorry. Yeah, sorry. It was a training book that I read years ago. Can't remember what it was. I used to remember all this shit. Sorry, it's been too long. What was the guy's name again? Basically, they had me... I didn't have anything to do for like a few months, so my previous company just sat me in the corner and went, you, corner, books, read. I was like, okay. So I literally sat there for like 2 whole months, just reading through these software development books and being like, oh, okay, oh. Right. Sorry, anyway, right, okay. So, output is full. Okay, so the trucks have already started delivering to the rotary kilns, which will probably move these over here. So can I copy, paste, and then just delete the originals? Put them here, please. Watch out. Yeah, terrain is too low? What? Oh, whoops, I've accidentally raised them. There we go. And then delete these ones, please. Alright. And then, so what did it require? They want limestone and coal, I believe that's correct. So we're going to put some... Oh, look, is that the output? Oh, wonderful. So limestone can literally come from the quarry. Oh, is it backwards? Ah, nuts. It's the other way round, isn't it? Could always shimmy it back a smidge. Why not? Yeah, why not just shimmy it back? So remove this, please. Copy. Can I put down the plan? Shimmy it back here. No, maybe not. Copy. Shift. Yes. There we go. And then P. Confirmed. Right. Alright. Big says once you use the new cement method, you probably retire the old one. You reckon? True, it is just making cement bricks, isn't it? Alright. Oh, look at this sausage. Hello, my darling. She just did that thing where she made a really loud huff. She went... You being good? Yeah, she's looking at me like a seal. Alright, hang on. Off. Hang on. Yeah, look at her. She's so neglected, isn't she? So horribly neglected and malnourished, despite the fact that we were sitting on a bench this morning and I was hand-feeding her breakfast from a little pot. And then when she was done, I was picking her up and putting her in the pram and pushing her with the wind in her face. Yep, no collar either. Look at her. Terrible. No way of identifying her with a big uncomfortable leather collar. What a horrible life. Only a soft cushion. Hang on a minute. Look. Corner camera. Lovely. Okay, right, so I've disconnected it for the sake of... Okay, so what's that? So that's dirt. Yeah, just reconnect it slightly. So hang on, go to loose aggregates. So lime... Oh, hang on a minute. It should be splitted. Let's split it for now. So where is the splitter? It's just connectors, aren't they? So just go there. Flat connector. Ta-da. No? Yes, no? Oh, wait. No, it's a U-shaped connector. Ta-da. Why is that there? Must be an old one. Let me just remove that. Okay, so what I then want to do is put down a U-shaped conveyor, and I'm going to pop it here, in it. Right. Watch out. Make sure the trucks can go back and forth, so maybe undo that, actually. Lower it down, please. Then raise it up a smidge. Then have it go here. Alright. No, yes. Oh, perfect. Hi there. Hi, words. Hi there, Tiny Essa. Hi there, indeed. Alright, give that a whirly. How are we doing? Maintenance looks good. So let's try and get this operational. So you require coal as well. Okay. So let's put down a loose storage thing. Storage, loose, doobly-doo. And please request coal. Thank you. So, coal, please keep as full as possible with import priority of around 7. Thank you. Then transport pipes. Hopefully there's enough distance to them. U-shaped conveyors. Let's have a look. Did I succeed or did I fail? Stop it. Right, coal. Coal. Oops, that's limestone. Let them do that first, since I'm probably going to deny them access if they keep going. Running out of housing, are we? Oh, Jesus. Oh, did I nearly finish the upgraded housings? And maybe, hopefully, it will sort some things? And maybe my people can stop living in bloody containers. Okay, so this will make cement, smokestacks. Hang on. Put these here for the pollution. Whoops. There we go. Right, okay, so that will produce cement. So when I get to the other plant thing, where is it? Crusher. So that's how I get the itty-bitty materials. Let's go straight to the cement mixer or whatever it's called. Concrete mixer. Let me just build one and then start seeing what the recipes are and pick one. All right. But yeah, no, things are fine. This week and last week, everything's fine. I must admit, I feel a bit boring because it's just on with the editing for Valheim. No incredible things going on. I have been doing a bit of a cleaning flurry around the bungalow recently. Yesterday morning, I think it was, I looked at the bungalow and just went, ugh. Like random socks everywhere and just little bits and, stuff has been building up. Lots of bits of rubbish have been building up. So I rushed around the kitchen, I gave it a good scrub, gave it a good clean. Today I'm going to go scrub the toilet. I soaked it in bleach overnight. Yeah. A pickup is struggling to find a destination. So it's trying to reach what? Once again, our copper facility. What is the... oh, okay, so I've sealed it in. So it's trying to do what? I don't know. What is it trying to achieve? It's trying to unload the copper? Why is it not unloading the copper here? Waiting for products. It's waiting for water. Okay, so it's waiting for water? Waiting for water. Why is it waiting for water? Water is completely full. Did I remove the pipe? There's no water in this pipe. Why? There's water there. No water there. Aha! I see an issue. I've committed a wee error. We shall fix the wee error. Lovely. Okay. Yeah, so all of copper's... Wait, hang on. There's no fresh copper coming in anyway, so what's the problem? You should be working, right? Output is full. I see. Okay. What about the slag? Is the yeah, okay, the slag's full. Okay, well maybe the slag will be the best candidate to make the cement out of, I think. Alright. Alright, okay then. Oh, did I confirm? I don't think I confirmed. There we go. Blueprint confirmed. What is the problem here? They're trying to do the same situation. Yeah, they're trying to unload that copper. Oh, you know what? I think the planning mode is starting to screw me, isn't it? Let me switch it on only when I need to do a big build. Alright. Oh, look at that! Did you just drive through? Maybe? No, I think he's still taking crap. They've nearly done it, though. They've nearly cut through. Maybe I should call as many excavators as all the excavators and just get it done quickly. Then again, I think there's a limited amount of space over there. How many free excavators do we have? 52 vehicles. Is there a way to see vehicles and what they're currently doing? What's that? Sorry. New refugees have arrived. Very good. 18 refugees have arrived. Maybe I should just pause the next thing, because we've got 6. Yeah, pause the next thing. Okay. Here we go. Look, the rotary kilns. Let's have a look at the details. Ooh. Well, they're rotating. That's good. So, limestone in, coal in. So, they're just being fed by trucks right now, so we need to get this sorted. Okay, here we go. So, they're coming in with some... What is that? Those are... those must be construction parts tier 2. Okay. There we go. They're making the trays. Good. So please bring coal. Oh, look at that. Here comes the coal. Look at that. That's cool. I love that. A whole bunch of free trucks are coming with a whole bunch of coal. All right. Mr. Moon, so I've been trying... So since yesterday, I've been trying to undo a population crisis and a food crisis. I think I've partially succeeded, but we're still a bit oof. I've got a few more fields now, and I've expanded the living quarters with water, fresh water as well. I'm now trying to work on upgrading the concrete production by experimenting with the new concrete rotary kilns. So here we go. So that's the coal. Okay, good. The belts are all done now, so I'm feeling safer when it comes to upgrading these. So, nope, that's not what I wanted. Can we hop over? Ah, have I left insufficient room? Yes, okay, I should have gone a little bit further. So, if that's true, let's put in a U-shaped lift and see if that remedies my little oopsie-doopsie. So, let's put us back into planning mode and say U, then up, itty-bitty, right? Maybe just one. Then on this side, up there, and then U-shaped conveyor between the two. No, incompatible port. What have I done? Oh, is it meant to be the other way? Hang on. Remove that. U-shaped lift. Is it like that instead? Oh no, what have I done? Ah! No, no, I've really fucked it up. A U-shaped lift. That's up. Oh, tell you what if I did this? What if I did U-shaped conveyor? Right, literally just like this. Hang on. No, I don't really want to just up one, please. No, it's not liking it, is it? No, maybe. Okay, hang on. Okay, there, and then U-shaped lift here. See my logic? Then down. Can I send it down? Oh, Big Benzie says you can swap the direction of something once it's placed. Oh, really? Okay, so just place it and then just swap it, maybe? So hang on, click, and then up, click. Oh, it did it automatically. Okay, and then, do I just copy that? And will it go like, haha, you're a genius? Maybe? Ooh, did that work? Let's give it a go. Can they reach the middle bit, though, or do I need to... Then again, I can probably just spend some Unity to snap the resources straight there. Sorry, I love that that's a thing. So you know, it's like, oh yes, spend Unity to speed it up. Spend Unity to move a truck. It's not, oh fuck, we fucked up pathfinding and we don't know what to do. No. Make the player spend Unity. Genius. Give that man a raise. We'll make our bugs look like a game mechanic. No one will notice. Right. Yes. Oh my god. That's devious. That's really... Yes. You can buy Captain of Industry bucks to improve the Unity. $5.99 on Steam. Oh, that's deliciously devious. So monetize your own pathfinding whoopsie doopsies. Someone get EA on the phone. Or Ubisoft. Okay. Alright, spend it. It's cheap as well. Okay. There we go. Just do that. Yeah, so far, Guy, I've been enjoying it. There we go. So let's see what happens. So, is it hooked up to the limestone? Yesn't? It looks hooked up, but what's the problem? Oh, do I need to define the products again? Oh no, there we go. They just didn't bring anything. There we go. Okay, so limestone trucks get filled. Are they having to go along the long way round? Is that the problem? Have I blocked them essentially with this kiln system? Maybe. Well, if what Ben says is true, then I might be removing this soon anyway. So rather than build a big, you know. Okay, here we go. So, right, so what's the problem? So that's not being split. So, remove that maybe. Split. How does one split? Oh, is it? Oh, I see. Ah, the chevrons. It's the direction of the belt. Aha! I get it. The belt is the wrong way round. Doobly-doo. Lovely jubbly. Thank you. Okay. Flat connector. Nope. It's a U-shaped connector for a bucket. Alright. Then build that. Lovely jubbly. And here comes the limestone. There we go. Right. So, yeah. Ore sorting plants. It's, yeah. So the trucks are unloading there from the limestone quarry. They're just literally here. Coming over here. Dumping it. It's getting sorted. Limestone is going this way. Let's see what happens now, eh? Sorry, who are you? Small excavator is going off to refuel. I'm with you. It's got a bit of a trek. Yeah, we need to get those refueling. Yeah, all of them are going all the way back here. That's a pickle. So, can I get a... would it be able to transport, maybe? No. Trucks. Fuel station. So trucks assigned to a fuel station will automatically refuel excavators. Will excavators use it to refuel, I wonder? Let's stick one down. Let's experiment. Worst that will happen is that, you know, just have to remove it. Alright. Okay. So, concrete slabs. Currently 8 out of 200. Yeah, the concrete production is very low. But here we go. So, moment of truth. The limestone enters the thing, does it? Yes, it does. There we go. Okay. I like that there's a different look of them. The buckets are different than the boxes on the other one. There we go. Through it goes, down it goes. See, I don't know about you. I've never designed an industry, but, you know, if I'm doing this, buckets up, I'd just put like a, you know, just fling it. Fuck it. Who gives a shit? If you're in the way, you're in the way. What do you mean there's limestone dust all over the machines? Okay, so it's generating pollution, which is being dumped into the atmosphere, and cement, which is not doing anything right now. So we should probably put the cement into a... Is it... Well, I'm guessing it's bags of cement, so it's probably unit storage. Let's have a look. So let's go to storage, unit storage. Yes, there is a bag of cement. Okay, so let's take that and stick that ear in it. Right. And then go unit storage, so a flat conveyor. Doobly-doo. Whoops. Confirm, please. Confirm, please. Hello, Mr. Excavator. How are you? Alright. Lovely. So, wait, confirm. Whoop. Take us off planning mode. So, now, moment of truth. This thing is a concrete mixer. Okay, so it requires a bit of power, 100 kilowatt hours of energy. So, set recipes. Now we need to decide. So, it's all the same cement. So, water and cement are the obvious ones. But in addition to that, in order to make the concrete blocks, manufactured sand and slag, manufactured sand and gravel, or sand and slag, or sand and gravel. Okay, so I guess we decide first. Is it sand or manufactured sand? Hang on. And where do I get those? So, yeah, we've already decided that I want slag. So where's sand from then? Right click. What's this? Sand. You just literally dig it. Literally dig it from the ground. So what's manufactured sand? Oh, these are all the recipes? Steam. Look at this. Molten silicon. Oh my god. Graphite. Let's have a quick browse. What's the weirdest material? Diesel, crude, wood. Maybe they're not all unlocked right now. There's no uranium. Alright. Blind? I probably am blind. Salts. Can't see. Hang on. Manufactured sand. Is it here? Here we go. Manufactured sand. So to make that, it's a crusher. So gravel. Manufactured sand. That's it. Just a crusher. Okay. So we could do that, or we could just go dig it. Is there a sandy beach that we... hello, sandy beach. What a wonderful tourist location that we can totally ruin by mining it. All right. Sandy beach. There's another sandy beach. And another sandy beach. Looking good. That one's probably a little bit closer. We'll take this sandy beach. All right. So, let's put down another mining what's it. So, excavators, please. So, terraforming. Getting the hang of this now. I'm enjoying this. Right. What's that? That's just wastewater. Just a random tanker of poop. Okay. Can we get rid of that? We really need we don't need the random tanker of poop. Please keep empty. All right. Then we'll assign a couple of excavators here and a couple of trucks and start excavating sand and bring it down here. So, we want the recipe, please. Cement, sand, and slag. And water. Yeah. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Thank you, Arkama. Oh, look at that. Bags of cement piled up. Good. Legitimately, I actually went to, a few months ago, I went over to the, to Wix. It's the name of a shop, Wix. It's a DIY shop in the United Kingdom. And I picked up a big bag of cement and some sand, and it's currently sitting in the shed. Why? Because I need to give an attempt at trying to, I don't know if this is the correct term, pointing? In the garden, there are some slabs on the ground which are weirdly lopsided. I'm gonna take a chisel. I'm gonna lift up the slab and I'm gonna chisel it out, and I'm going to attempt to repoint it myself. I looked at a couple of tutorials on the internet. It didn't look that difficult. So yeah, like mixing up a bit of mortar with the right ratio, and I've got like the tools for it now. And so I'm going to try to reset the slab myself. I think it's called, yeah, is it pointing? Where you just basically fill in the gaps in destroyed or like eroded mortar. Yep, time for another episode of Bungalows Fucked Again. Is it grouting? It's a tile on the floor in the garden. Right. There we go. So plenty of cement. Thank you for it. Are they all hooked up? They seem to be. Okay. So once we've got this hooked up, I'll pull all this down, and then yeah, they'll have direct access to the ore sorting plant. All right. So hang on a minute. How many? We've got 3 excavators over here. Can we dial it down a bit? I think we've got too many because it keeps getting backed up. Dial that down a bit. They're also frozen. Oh, we're down to only 8 wood. Okay. We should probably get some over here. Bring the harvesters over here, please. Please take that wood. Be careful you don't make it worse. Indeed, Rusty. Look at that. Fuel station. Assign trucks, so no diesel. Assign 1 permanent truck and see what they do. I see no import, so do they not import? Let's see what it does. Maybe it doesn't do anything. Here it is. Okay, it's arriving. So what's it doing? No jobs. I see. Maybe it does have to be attached to a fuel line. Oh, Jesus. So do I have to send my diesel all over the settlement? Yikes. Seems so. Okay. Well, hang on a minute. Why don't I, for now then, because if it's a delivery, just put a fuel depot here and send the delivery trucks out and about. Because these ones are coming here to refuel, I presume. Idling, so awaiting a job. Okay. Right. Pipe output. Ta-da. Ta-da. Right. Tiny Esther says, your partner just sent you a message saying he wants to give me kitchens instead of kisses. Is it? Oh, fuel station out of fuel. Yeah, it's fine. What, as a typo? I don't know. Is that romantic or is it sexist? Or is it possible to be both? A kitchen sounds romantic. Yeah. Honestly, sorry, I'm not a chick. Sorry, I don't know where that came from. Like, I'm not a chick because it wouldn't be relevant. But even as a guy, if I had a shitty kitchen and someone gifted me a really nice kitchen, I'd be like, ooh, it's a kitchen. Then again, I don't have the baggage of being a lady and that problem. But kitchens are great because you get to cut things and make vegetables, and I love cooking. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. A whole kitchen in this economy? That's their favourite. Yeah, sorry, no, I'm extremely grateful, folks, as always. I love my kitchen. So you guys have, thanks to your kindness, thanks for subbing and all that, you've given me a proper kitchen. And here's the best part about the kitchen. It has 3 work surfaces. So I can be like, okay, the plates can go over here, and my chopping board can go here, and like the ingredients that I'm preparing can go here, and I can move things around and cook food efficiently. Back in the flat, I had 1 surface, that was it. And like 1 plate, and that's it. Just stuffed. Although I do have an electric, an induction hob. You know those hobs, which is an electric one, which is okay, but I miss my gas hob. In my last flat, I had a gas hob, and it got like fire and flames and warm. Now it's like, that's it. That's the heat. Anyway, okay. So sand. We need to go get. We got the slag, I think. Unless we need to crush it. There we go. We've removed the poop water. There we go. So we put down this mine. Here we go. So what can be dumped? Please dump nothing. No dumping. Notify if it cannot dispose. No dumping, please. Let's assign excavators. How many do we have? We have 2 excavators and 2 trucks. So the mine tower has no mining designations in its area. Okay? So I would like you to please... Where's the nearest ore? What's it? Probably there. Let's give you your own ore sorting plant. Copy. And we'll put down an ore sorting location here. Yep. Yes, no. Sorry. What is actually required to build one of these? Ore sorting. 240 construction components. A bit expensive. Okay. Right, and then, so for those joining who are not familiar with what's going on, so you put down a mine control tower up here, and then you go to mining designation, and then, so that's the current level, and what I want to do is I want to define, so should I start lower down the beach, and will they drive there? So put it on a flat surface, right, and then if I drag, does it automatically, no, we might need to go a bit deeper. Okay, so what if we went low? So I would like to cut out that pit. Okay, mine control tower. What was that? I missed it. Okay, so they can't reach it because it's too low. So what I would like them to do is to build a slope, you see. So start off at that level. Trouble is the sand might not go that far down. Okay, invalid position. What I want to do is I want to drag from that level, you see, all the way up. Yeah, maybe I'm thinking too far ahead. Maybe I should just dig a little trench. Must admit, I haven't got the hang of this, have I? Hang on. So come up to the surface. Right, start. Okay, yellow means they can reach it. Okay, they can reach that. Here we go. Right. Sand. Lovely. You grab that fish poop. Well, it's not fish poop. It's like, what is it? It's like a type of coral-eating fish. Is that correct? Like a bony-jawed fish that breaks down coral, turns it into tiny particles, which subsequently wash up, and that's what sandy beaches are. Is that true? As in, arguably, it's well, I don't know if biofouling would be the correct term, but it's the product of a specific species or like type of fish. I mean, not everywhere, of course. I just mean like it's like fine sandy beaches. No? Okay, maybe I'm talking shit. Okay, sand. Off you go. Please take it here. Don't auto-sort the products, please. Remove all of these. We don't want rock. We don't want dirt. This is just going to be for sand. Right. Stop. Add products to sort. Sand, please. Bring it only sand. Here we go. Sand. Well, I suppose we might have to drop off dirt and rock, actually, now that I think about it, because presumably that's what's down here. So dirt and rock. There we go. I did. Whoops, okay, leave it. Okay, you know what? I'm just going to leave it on for now, because I might make a mistake. I'm talking about the parrotfish that fear them bears. Am I? Okay. Okay, sand. And then we'll put down a... Hang on. So where is it? Storage area. Loose storage. And we'll put it nearby. Alright, we'll put one here. Terrain is too... Oopsies. Terrain is too low. Right. Transport U-shaped conveyor for the particulates. There we go. And sand. Alright. There we go. And it's going to contain sand. And no, we're not trying to keep it full. Alright. Lovely. Good. Most trucks, yeah, so we've gone back to stable. It's probably because most of our resources are probably backed up right about now. How are we doing with the iron? Iron's good, 432. Copper's still very, very low. So that's our bottleneck, is it? Copper. So what's the problem here? Why is copper... We should be churning out copper. Full of coal. What's the issue? Hang on. So waiting for products. Okay. So waiting for products. Molten copper. Is it backed up on slag? Slag. Not enough space for the output. Yeah. It's the slag again. Okay. So we need to get rid of... Yeah, the problem is we need to be taking the slag and using it to make concrete. I'm out of workers and housing. Yes, I am. Okay. Please allow a few more workers in. Repair the ship and set a fuel station. There we go. Collect some, what is it? Tier 2 construction components. Big Benzie says, I need to tell the slag storage to empty so they will dump it. Hopefully if I get this built, then we can use it instead of dump it. Let's see if I can get this done first. I think. So, hang on. I need to crush the slag. Okay. So, over here, let's put down crusher. There we go. So take slag and crush it into crushed slag. Right, so where does it go? Where's the input? There's the input. Right. Let's put down here and here. Lovely. Alright. Good, so sand in, crushed slag in, cement in. Alright. So... What am I looking for? I'm looking for loose storage here. Give it a little bit of space. Right. Move this back here. Yep, they're all confirmed. Shit. I turned them into blueprints instead of confirming them. Is there a way that I can pick you up and move you? Don't think so. I can only copy you and then delete the original. Okay, move you back here. There we go. Right, okay, U-shaped conveyor, that way, if you please. Confirm. Then a flat conveyor for the concrete, that way, please. A bit closer, so put it there. Please only empty the concrete once we've reached about that, I think. Right, here we go. And then the crushed slag, so set recipe. Please take slag in from the trucks. Where is it? Slag into crushed slag. There we go. Very good. Loose storage. Please feed it slag. Hang on. Just curious. So, metal slag is a stony and glassy waste byproduct formed during metal smelting, welding, or refining. It mainly consists of metal oxides, silicates, and fluxing agents like limestone. Formation. So I'm just reading about it. So floating layers. So slag floats to the top of molten metal inside a furnace because it's less dense. It shields liquid metal from reacting with oxygen in the air and keeps the melt clean. It traps heat and keeps the metal from cooling too fast during processing. Weld crust. So in welding, flux melts. So that's the material. Yeah, that's what you put on top of it before you fucking weld it. So flux melts to form a protective crust over the weld pool that prevents rust causing oxidization. Common uses of slag. Road construction. Used as a strong aggregate base for building roads and railway tracks. Cement production. Ground blast furnace slag acts as a binding component to make durable concrete. And abrasive blasting. So coarse mineral slag serves as a tough, heavy grit alternative to sand for stripping paint. Cool. Oh yeah, we've all seen the videos of those, there's like huge fucking furnace pots on rails being dumped into like quarries or whatever. It looks amazing. Like huge orange fucking hellfire looking motherfuckers. Will this be part of the test? Yes. Okay, please stockpile with sand. Alright. Then, there we go. No, it's a unit type, right? No. Where does it go, sorry? Where is the... Oh, in the middle. Okay, unit, flat conveyor in the middle. Right, there. Okay, good. I've left it enough room. And then over here... Aha. No, maybe hold off, sorry, because I haven't done the third input yet. So over here, oh look at that, the crusher. So U-shaped conveyor. Here, please. Confirm. Slightly elevated. Okay. Thank you, Loki Better Not Be Dead. Thank you very much there, Loki Better Not Be Dead. Thank you for the tier 2. That's very kind of you, thank you. Okay. My maintenance is running low. Shit fuck. It's probably because all the copper stopped, and therefore all the circuits have stopped. Is that correct? Let's have a look. Maintenance requires this over here. So we've got plenty of mechanical parts, 107. Yeah, no electronics, that's why. And we have no electronics because... yep, insufficient copper. I'm correct. Okay. We need some more people. They should be arriving soon. So slag goes in here, please. So put slag, crushed quartz, slag, crushed. Keep it full, please. Yeah, but might have to if if we get in a pinch. Yeah, do a bit of trading. Okay, here comes the sand. Okay, so cement, sand, and U-shaped conveyor here. Hopefully I've left enough room. That will be for the crushed slag. Right, here we go. So, crushed slag. Whatever that is, that's sand. And in the middle, a flat conveyor for the cement. I think that's correct. And then that will produce the output of my limestone bricks. Let's see what happens. Right. And let's go over here and say, please don't stockpile the slag. Please dump it. So receive from belts only if below. Trucks keep empty if above. Yeah, get rid of it. And same with the slag over here. Get rid of it. Yep, already done. Alright. Oh, water. Yes, sorry. Fucked up. Water. Water. Water goes in the side, so I will do a pipe here. And send it this way. And lift it up. it here. Lift it up. And send it this way. And connect it straight to the pipe here. And if we have to put down a thing, then we will. Hang on. What on earth am I doing? There we go. It's a weird pipe thing. I chose crushed slag instead of slag. Did I? Slag in, slag crushed slag. Yes. Is that not correct? Slag crushed. Is that correct? I think. Here we go. So cement goes in. Pipe. Incompatible. Oh, is it round the wrong way? It's fine. Flip it around. There we go. No workers? Yep, bit of a pickle. How's the beacon? Here they come. 18 refugees are on their way. Have we finished the housing research? We have. Can we upgrade the housing? Does it make more houses? Here we go. Population overview, 400. 400 people are living in these containers. Those poor bastards. Okay. Upgrade. Housing 2. Requires just advanced construction components, I think. Waiting for material delivery. Okay. Let's see if we make something that isn't fucking hellscape. Here we go. Pipe. Pipe, 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 pipe. More workers required. Alright. He still didn't change the loose storage. Oh, I'm with you. I'm with you. My mistake. I thought it was a pipe that I said. Yeah. So I want slag. Thank you very much. My mistake. How's the game, Logan? Yeah, pretty fun. I must admit, I'm getting into it. Again, to repeat what I keep saying, so I often find with this type of logistics sort of game, if it's too similar to Factorio, or it basically doesn't have any fresh ideas of its own, the common trope being, okay, we're making copper coils again, I tend to bounce off of it. Likewise, if it lacks attention to detail and it's just a lazy attempt to make a logistics game with not many animations, then I tend to bounce off of it. This one isn't that. It seems to have its own flavour. It's very Tropico and Settlers meets Factorio. With quite a bit of attention to detail with the individual resources, which I think is very important. So being able to zoom in and see individual separate items instead of just a box with a sticker on it. Yeah. It's cool. So little trucks and excavators going around. It's also got like so look at this. So I dug this. So look at that. Almost like it's like an ant. Oh, look at that. So they're going through freely now. Wonderful. Took a while, but we did it. Look at that. No longer need to drive all the way around. They can drive straight through. Marvellous work. Tell the mine tower to stand down. We no longer need you. Or at least remove the excavators. There we go. Marvellous. Okay, how are we doing here then? Good. The slag is being taken, which is freeing up. There we go. The smelters. See what I mean? As in different resources instead of just a generic box. So molten metal going into these trays, which is producing impure copper. There you go. It's getting poured. I like all the detail. Yeah, it's good. I'm enjoying it. As someone who's played way too much Factorio, yeah, I'm enjoying this. Yeah. Tonally, it's very strange. That's my one sort of it seems to be first world sort of, corporation, but also refugees? That's a weird term. Refugees are coming in? And you can build guns on your ship? And later launch space rockets? And you're living in containers? What? Is there something wrong with the outside world? I'd get it if it were like... I think maybe it's just the wording of it. It's weird. Refugees? You mean immigrants? Or contract workers? Okay, expected refugee. Here we go. Right, refugees. Refugees joined our island. Good job, Beacon. Hooray! Right. Okay, how are we doing? So yeah, we need more people to work it. Can I increase the priority? So maybe make priority 7. Here we go. So concrete mixer is now mixing. Alright, so it makes 12 every 1 minute, whereas the basic kilns make, 12 every 1 minute. Alright. So I need to scale this up then. So let's put us into blueprint mode. Copy this and start, hang on. Basically start copying it down the line to start scaling this up. Right. Whoops. Okay, that's not level. Okay, we need to level that if we're going to use it. Shouldn't be a problem. Let's assign that as leveling designation. And please start diggy diggy. There are some mining designations outside of the mine tower area. Do we have to build a whole mining thing for it? Maybe so. Remove that. Mine tower. Bring in its own individual one. There we go. We'll get that leveled. Right. I didn't confirm the blueprint. There we go. Just do these for now. And leave that one for later. Cut that out. Okay. So we still have we need more people. And we need more houses. We've got another homeless crisis. Okay, so get these materials delivered. Make this top priority. Urgent priority, please. So send all of the resources there. Alright. Oh, those need construction parts too as well, do they? You will lose workers if you don't have the space for them. Oh, really? Okay, then we better really upgrade those houses. Okay, so housing tier 2. So keep these ones busy. So you need circuits. So circuits are here. They're being made. They're all currently working. Maybe I should increase the number of factories. Or wait, they're only assembler tier 1. Maybe I should upgrade them to assembler tier 2. That might speed things up. Yes, that probably would. Let me pause that construction for the moment. Set priority to low. And instead focus on getting these upgraded. I wonder, do you think I can upgrade it from here? Maybe not. What if I went into... Well, I am in planning mode. Assembler 2 and just literally pasted over it. Would it be like... Bloop? Shift, maybe? Ah, that's an upgrade sign. I think it did. Okay. Urgent priority. Send all advanced components here. Oh, Big says you can upgrade the arrow in the top right. Did I overcomplicate it? Oh, yeah, wonderful. You're right. Okay, I just made it complicated. Alright. Get those upgraded. Presumably it will take more power, but I think we can handle it. What about research? Anything else? Unity, we've got some to spend. Okay, it looks like I'm near the end of the basic tent research thing. Tree planting, edicts, vegetable farming. Unlock the vegetable. Alright. Whoops. Big Benzie says, also bottom left, you can mass upgrade with the arrow in the bottom left to designate an entire area to upgrade. Cool. I see it. Thank you. Just like Factorio's green blueprint thing. Nice. Well, in my defense, Kappa Beast, ultimately, a live stream got a live stream. That's a lot of text to be stopping the whole stream to read. It's a lot of text. Maybe read that off stream. Unless one can make it entertaining. Alright. Crust talking about games like this with flair, says Wiggy. You've seen a few people mention Crust talking about games like this with flair. Is Crust a person? Okay, yeah, just get all of... Yeah, here we come. Yeah, bring in these advanced resources. Is that one of them? That's what they look like. Yep. Crust is a game. I'm with you. I'm not familiar. Yeah, new rant about game names incoming. It's not a rant if it's reasonable. Oh, God. Storage. Unit storage. Let's put down input for some concrete. Concrete blocks. Transport. Flat transport. Doobly-doo. There. Oh, what have I done? No, let's not do that. Oh, that's a nightmare. What the... Okay, because it's not leveled. That's why. There we go. Right. What is the time? God damn it, I'm nearly out of time. I'm having fun. But I've got to soon go and get on with my job. And I've probably got to go lift some weights or whatever. Probably will skip that. I'm going to be lazy. Right. There we go. Okay, keep delivering these resources. Well, I sort of have to, Tiny Essa. It's just for the sake of exercise. I was running on the regular, but what happened is I injured my ankle and I wasn't... I'm 40 now, frankly. I'm not a 20-year-old man anymore. So I basically Googled an exercise... Well, I asked ChatGPT to come up with an exercise routine that is not just my legs. Because I need to exercise in general, not just always run on tarmac. Ooh, hello. Oh no, yeah, 0 maintenance again. It's the circuits, that's why. We're too low on circuits. The throughput. I should probably just increase the number of assemblers if this doesn't work. Can I spend some Unity to quickly boost the output? Let's go. Boost, boost, boost. Move as quickly as possible, please. Okay, keep going. There we go. Make as many as we can. Those are the green... Yeah, those are the circuits. There we go. It's getting upgraded. Lovely. Okay, so assembler tier 2. I see. So I think... So 2 and 12 every 60 seconds. I think it becomes a standard boosted one. A vehicle is broken down due to lack of maintenance, yeah. Okay, let's upgrade the next one. Upgrade them in a row, one by one. So if I boost this, does it cost the same amount of Unity? So 0. What did that say? 0.25 every 60 seconds. 0.25. Let's do that. So it doubles again. 4 and 24. Okay. Yeah, get as many circuits produced as possible. I see. So these go down here only. Okay, so hang on. I've just realized something. How do I split equally 50-50? Because it's going into the storage and it's being taken further afield once it reaches a certain amount, but it's never reaching that certain amount. Sorry, it goes down here once it reaches half, but it's never reaching half because it's being taken away. So I want a 50-50 output, one going here to here and the other one going to the warehouse for the trucks. How do I split 50-50? A splitter. Is it literally just called a splitter? Nothing found. Split the input. Sure, but like literally one of these? A flat connector? Is that it? Yeah, but you know what I mean? As in a flat connector. Oh, I haven't researched it. For real? I haven't researched the splitter? Oh, fuck me. You're right. I missed it. My bad. Okay, we've got to sort that then. A balancer. Thank you very much. It's called a balancer, not a splitter. Alright, we'll get that researched. Can I cancel that research? And yeah, that's probably going to be more important. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Okay, so where are the green circuits being... Yeah, so here we go. You're picking up the circuits from this warehouse, and then I guess you're taking it to the maintenance yard. Yeah, you are. Okay, good. Yeah, maintenance is top priority. Let's get it done quickly. Make as many maintenance points as we can. Sorry, I can actually see the overall maintenance. Where is it? Maintenance stat. Here. No? Maintenance, Unity. Here we go. Maintenance. So consumption in red, it suddenly spiked. So maintenance 1, 2% global demand, 148. What's the supply? 435? It just confused me, this screen. Okay. Hi there, Colours Full. Hi there indeed. You don't know why, but YouTube has been spoon-feeding you bullshittery from 7 years ago. You're watching high school. Oh dear. Welcome indeed, Colours. Right. Yep, they're still ongoing. I'm working on Valheim bullshittery next. It's a bit of a chonky bastard, I tell you that. Thank you, Harvest Born. You too, Harvest. All the best. Have a lovely day. Hang on. Get rid of these. Okay. So these potatoes were initially going here. Oh, hang on a minute. Why don't I literally just put... Hang on. So this is... I built this initially because I didn't know what this was really for, but literally just stick it there, right? Or like here. Remove that. So just delete it. Or rather, make this first. Then put a connector for... Is it U-shaped connector? For potatoes? Or would it be unit? No, it's U-shaped. There we go. Confirm. Let me just confirm all blueprints just in case I missed any. I might have done. How's the sand production going? Okay, we need more men. We need 11 workers. Sorry, 7 workers. Cool, they're coming, but we need housing too. Shit. Ah. Okay, should I just build more container housing? Shitty, but might have to. Alright, we're just going to have to build another one. There's no room, is there? Ah. Not unless I put it somewhere over here. Or dump soil here. Shit, fuck. There's a problem. Okay, hold off on that for a minute. Just try to upgrade this. So we need 100... Oh, hang on a minute. Can I get... No, I can't trade for those, can I? What is that? Just an old pipe that's broken down. Okay. So for now, maybe I should just split it off with a regular old flat connector. Because none of these are getting the necessaries. Oh wait, they are? They're just being delivered by truck, of course. Ah. Hopefully, Bonnie, hopefully. The video that I was working on there got pretty sidelined, I'm afraid. Right, there they go. Where they're taking these? They're taking them over there to work on those. Yes, but not as important. Let's pause those for a second. Pause those. Make this high priority again. I downgraded it. Urgent priority. In fact, just make that urgent priority and just resume. There we go. Alright. How are we doing here? Concrete slabs. There we go. Fill up the whole damn thing. No, wait. That's importing, isn't it? Don't do that. Okay. Good. So concrete mixer is now working. Off you go. What are you doing? You're filling up with concrete from the factory? From the storage yard there? Okay. Right. There we go. Potatoes. Yeah, just fill potatoes. What's the problem there? It says connection... Is it backwards? No? What type of... Hang on. If I go to my belts... flat... U-shaped. No, potatoes are U-shaped. What's the problem there? Why are you not connected? I know not. Shouldn't that work? 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 Should Weird. I don't know why that doesn't work. Oh, is that a flat one? Oh, okay. I'm fucking dumb. Just stupid. I just put a flat one, did I? Okay, no, I'm just dumb. Okay, do that. Remove that. There we go. Well, the potatoes are going to get eaten long before we actually... Oh, shit. You guys look... No, you're just waiting for the trucks. Trucks can't unload because... Good. We're full of coal. Lovely. Lots of coal. Carry on. Good. That's our fuel. The fuel nipples are full. Now, what's that? That's the input for loose storage. Is that coal for the rubber? It is. Why is that not full? Please bring it coal. Keep that full, please. Trucks, you're meant to be filling this. Okay, that one was disconnected on purpose, wasn't it? So let me reconnect it now. Because nothing was working, so... Whoops, no, it needs to be a unit connector. Flat connector, sorry. There we go. And then... aggregates go here for the coal. Lovely. Okay. So that's rubber production. Looks healthy. That's iron production. Looks healthy. What's that? That's the sand, which looks... yeah, needs people. Okay. Alright. Oh, P to confirm? Fuck me. Thank you. Switch that off. Keep getting caught out by that. Alright. Okay, how are we doing? There we go. So it's getting... yeah. So finally... good. We've finally maxed out on the electronics here. So the maintenance has been solved. Okay, here we go. So get all these circuits in here. Produce more of these as quickly as we can to solve this housing crisis. So boost all this shit, please. Let's go. It's going to cost me Unity for a bit. Right. There we go. Oh, look at that. Marvellous. Okay, so housing 2. Is it done? It's done. So what are we doing? So 460. Oh, nuts. I thought it was going to increase the number. Has it increased the number? Housing capacity 460. Oh, is it the whole settlement as a thing? As in this number is the whole settlement. It went from 400 to 460. Wonderful. Okay. So water is good. Electricity is good, I think. 0 electricity, is that true? Okay. These people are eating nothing but potatoes. Oh my god, they must be going stark raving mad. Okay, actual houses. Instead of just fucking containers. Top left, says Phoenix, shows the capacity in the module. I see, thank you. I was looking at this stat here. Lovely. So 117 out of 140. Lovely. Okay, so it is a flat upgrade. Wonderful. Okay, so let's... one by one, upgrade all of these assemblies. Yeah, start upgrading these. Let's go. Upgrade them. And make it top priority. Here we go. And by doing that, it should have rejuvenated everything else. I think. So certainly the copper production should now be streaming. So how are we doing here? Lovely. Plenty of copper. Or at least some copper. Waiting for product. What are you waiting for? You're waiting for copper. You're waiting for molten copper. You're waiting for... nothing. Is there a problem? Aha. Whoops. Okay, I never hooked you up. Oh, no, I did hook you up, but I undid you so we could fix some pipe. You know what? Next time, I'm just going to spend Unity. Instead of fucking about and making problems for future me, let me just spend Unity to do it. Okay. You there. You there. You there. And you there. Marvellous. Okay, and then I'm literally just going to go, rather than send the trucks, doobly-doo, doobly-dee, I'm spending Unity. That was very tortured. There we go. There we go. Right. So all of the copper should now have... yeah. So we should have massively boosted the copper production. 6 out of 10. Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. Right. Okay. There we go. Incoming copper ore. How is the copper mining going? Should now resume. Lovely. Got lots of work to do. Okay. Copper. Good. So are they all busy now? Let's have a look. Yep, seems to be. Here comes the molten copper. Good. And now the slag is no longer just backing up and causing problems. It's now being used in our concrete mixers. Lovely jubbly. So for those joining the stream, I have successfully unfucked a few situations to do with housing. Look at that coal pit. It's cool. Oh, look at that. We're finding rock under there. Right. So, the slag is no longer just backing up the system. It's now being crushed down and will be used to make some concrete. So let's expand these. They're not paused anymore, are they? No. Just waiting for materials delivery. Okay. So upgrade all of these. Upgraded. Upgrade. Remove the boost. Save the unity. Yes, I've been promoted. I'm not captain of industry yet. I'm now sergeant of industry. Okay. Have we finished researching the transport balances? Not yet. I need to remind me that I need to fix that here. Alright. There's a funny story on Reddit that I'm not going to do the best job of paraphrasing, but I remember reading it one time, and it was regarding a story, who knows if it's true, it's on the internet after all, regarding a sailor in a navy. And apparently the story goes into more detail concerning exactly what it was, but essentially there was a guy aboard a ship. Let's say he was a navigations officer or something. He was some sort of officer aboard a navy ship, not sure whose navy. But he was according to the Post, the definition of not a morning person. He apparently was a horrible mess in the morning before he's had his coffee. And so what happened is that one day the person typing up the story on Reddit said that he was sitting in the mess hall or something where people eat food. And here came this nav officer looking like, yeah, it's a classic story, you know it. Looking like absolute shit. And he shambled into the mess hall, picked up a bagel, and then basically sat down to just gnaw on this bagel. Apparently, it was like watching a zombie. It was like watching a man barely remembering it's a life form, trying to eat this bagel. And as he was quietly chewing on it and making a few grunting noises and otherwise not engaging with anything, there was a light from a porthole, so from a window, that was shining from the hull straight onto his face. And he apparently just sat there, just sort of quietly, just uncomfortably squinting in the sun, chewing on this bagel. And then suddenly he stopped. He stopped chewing. He turned to one side, and he picked up a phone that was mounted on the wall, I think it was. Look at all these traps. He picked up a phone, and the phone went to the bridge, and he just uttered a few words. He said, I'm such and such, I'm so and so. 34289 over, or whatever. You know, he said like a few words into the phone, then hung up the phone. And as he sat there eating, all of a sudden, the spot of light on his face started moving gently from his face onto the back wall. He had, rather than shimmy a few centimeters left or right, given an order to turn the entire ship on a new course, heading presumably kilometers away from their original direction, rather than take the effort to shimmy sideways for a moment. And apparently, according to the Post that I'm paraphrasing, the poster was in awe at the laziness, and he was worried that in this moment, this man would not appreciate the incredible amount of lazy that he had just, done there. But apparently, between chews of the bagel, he stopped and let out a small smile, well aware of what he'd just done, and then just went back to eating. It's a classic post on Reddit. Oh, dearie me. Okay, no longer boost them. We filled the storeroom. Excellent. We're upgrading. Yeah, so these are the assemblers. They're being upgraded from tier 1 to tier 2. Doubling their... Okay, so instead of taking 6 construction components and only 3 circuits, it's now 12 apiece and 6... Yeah, so we've doubled it. Lovely. And do the same with this one, please. So, full-on upgrade, urgent priority. Okay. Nice. How's the wood situation? The wood situation is okay, but we do need to think about growing some more trees. I'm seeing a red line on the power consumption. Yes. Yeah, the upgraded machines aren't require... Yeah, they require more power. Okay. Cool. How's the concrete mixing going? Currently working, but only one of them is working. So can I get them all hooked up? So U-shaped conveyor. Send them that way, please. Put us back into blueprint mode. That's a unit conveyor. Sorry, flat conveyor for unit items. There we go, confirm. Okay, and then... is the pipe going to get in the way? The pipe might get in the way. Will it? Won't it? It will, won't it? Okay, we should send the pipe up, shouldn't we? Let's remove... Oh shit, no, don't do that. Oh, fuck me. How do I undo what I just did? No. Yeah, don't do that. Right, leave it. Oh, never mind. We'll fix that in a minute. Okay, so... Let's... The vehicles don't like the pipes? No. Okay, can I blueprint copy it? Can I be turbo lazy? Will it let me? Let's have a look. Right. Yes? No? Try that. Yeah, I think. Okay, and then the pipe. If I were to put a... Hang on. Put it there. Put it there. Go up like this. To here, do you think? Okay, and then put... pipe running this way. Lovely. We can clear all of them. Okay. And then send it this way. Lovely. As we were doing before. Wonderful. All the way, please. Thank you. And then I should just be able to copy it, I think. There we go. Might need to remove this one. Yes? No? I think. Might need to copy the last part. Oh, no, wait, hang on. I see what I've done wrong. It needs to be... Don't include the final connection? Yeah. Don't include the final connection, just do that, and then we'll manually... No? What have I done? Okay, I'm not sure what I've done. I'll just do it manually. Cocked it up somehow. There we go. Nope, don't do that. What have I done? Is it the... There we go. We're fine. We're good. There we go. Confirm. And then... Control P, confirm blueprint. Or just P and drag. Right, should work. Right. And then we get all these cement mixers going and see how the throughput... In fact, we could probably monitor it, couldn't we? So let's go right-click on the concrete slab here. Nope, that's the codex, isn't it? So we want to do this and then go here, products, and search for concrete slab. Okay, so, yeah, here we go. So, total consumption 24, production 16. So what happens to the production now? Can I spend Unity to just speed this up a bit? Probably could. Hang on. It doesn't cost me that much Unity. We may as well just get it done quickly. Okay. carry on. That bit there, that bit there. Okay. And not yet a Kino. So my next goal is to fuel up the ship and go for a voyage. A voyage. Right, there we go. So, concrete coming in. Waiting for products. Waiting for sand. Here it comes. Waiting for slag. There it is. Aha. 1 second. Low power. That could be a bit of a pickle. But there we go. So concrete is now being made. Might be time to get a coal power plant going. Aha. I don't think I know how to do that yet. I think I've got to research it, and I think it's part of the next research lab thing. Okay. Take care, Shiro. Yes, I too need to bog off momentarily, frankly. I've already played too much. Too many games. Got to get on with work. It's working out, though, isn't it? Cool. So I'll break all this down and expand quarrying operations here instead. And there we go. That's our concrete manufacturing area. Neat. We should get more build more excavators, so long as we're on top of the maintenance. Okay. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. Right, well, thank you for watching, everyone. I'll leave it there. Fun, though. I'm enjoying it. Things are coming together. We've managed to carve through the mountain, finally. Trucks are able to get to the copper production, which is over here. Copper production looks good. Some quibbles. Hang on, should we... No, we're fine, we're fine. Okay, so I'll catch you later this evening, I've no doubt. For now, I've got to work on Valheim bullshittery. The bullshittery itself is quite chonky, I'm afraid. This isn't going to be a quick 10-minute one, not that there's any quick bullshittery. The runtime looks about 45 to 50 minutes. It's more like an abridged playthrough. What I'm doing is I'm going through the live streams, finding the connective tissue between the different jokes that happen in the different biomes. I've now reached the mountains biome, so I've edited the meadows, the dark forest, or the black forest, the swamp, and I've just finished Bone Mass, the boss, so I'm now doing the mountains biome, followed by the plains. So lots of work to do, so I'm just cracking on as best I can. So I'll catch you later. So I've got to be pretty much in this chair for the rest of the day, just, editing away. So, give it a save. Yeah, I've got to get on it, really. I've got so much I need to do. Okay, save that. Thank you, Black Ninja and Tiny Magnus and Loki. Thank you, all of you. Right. So who's doing what? Let's have a look. So of the people that I'm following, quite a few people are live. Umlaut, Alistair, Sam, Ruru, and Jinx are all live. Hang on. Why not? I'll leave you in the company of art terrorist Ruru, and you can see what she's doing. She's playing some weird weeb shit. So this is Ruru. I swear I will kill her in DayZ one day, sooner or later. Came close last time. Thank you for watching. Have a lovely, lovely afternoon.
They don't need to step up in America. They already live here. Yeah, exactly. You know what? I get that logic.
Not a great logic, I'll be honest with you. Like,
Huh?
okay,